what's up YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. So the last two videos I've been posting is of exercises where I explain more about form and what to focus on. So today, guess what? I'm doing another one of those videos but with push-ups. So first I'm going to show you how to do a proper push-up, but then we can go over the regression and progression exercises to the push-up. So first, when doing a push-ups, what you have to focus on is that you have to place your hands on the ground with a little bit wider than a shoulder width apart. So a lot actually do a push-up. Okay, so this is like the wrong push-up. So a lot actually do with too tight of a grip. So if you can see, my arms are too tight in. You actually have to place your hands out wider. You have to place your fingers on the ground flat. I often do the mistake of having a little bit of air underneath my fingers because I'm so used to doing the handstands. But you have to place your fingers flat on the ground when doing a push-up. Then, after placing your hands with a shoulder width apart on the ground, a little bit wider than that, then you get in a kind of like straight arm plank position. You have to walk a little bit up, get on your tippy toes, and push yourself a little forward. So as you can see, I'm leaning a little forward instead of just having a regular grip. A lot of people actually do push-ups like this. You see a lot of women doing that, and that's not really targeting your lats, your arms, your I don't know what that is targeting, but it's not right. So what you have to do is to get on tippy toes, lean a little forward even more, like this. And here, from now, most people just start doing the push-up. But if you want a more functional full body movement, you actually make sure that your core is engaged as well. So most people go like this, but engage your core, tug in your pelvic, make sure you squeeze your booty, your glute muscles. So it's supposed to look a little not so attractive when you squeeze your glutes, but you have to make sure you keep everything tight to get the most out of the movement. So from here, again, let's start from the beginning. Place with a little bit wider than a shoulder width apart, flat fingers, get on your tippy toes, lean a little forward, squeeze your core, get a nice, core is not only your abs, but this whole section is your core. So squeeze your core, tug in your pelvic, and tug in your glutes. And then from here, you go down and do it a slow, controlled movement on your eccentric and your concentric. And I actually want you to hold the isometric stand for a little bit, for 1 to 2 seconds. So most people just rip it out like this. And that's also cool, but you're not getting the most out of the movement. So what you have to do is on the eccentric, you're going very slow and controlled down in your movement and up. You can aim for touching your nose on the floor, but you can also make sure your chest touches the floor when you go down. So once again, just to recap the whole movement, make sure to have a little bit wider than a shoulder width apart stand on your arms, and your hands. Keep your fingers flat to the ground. You can place them whatever feels most comfortable for you. Then get on your tippy toes, lean slightly forward, tuck in your core and your pelvic, squeeze your glutes, and now go down slow on the eccentric movement. Hold the isometric, and on the concentric, you go up a little faster. And a progression exercise to the push-ups is, of course, as most of you already know, is doing the push-ups on your knees. So this is a really good regression exercise to getting the push-ups. The same rules kind of apply to this one. Go down. And before we get into the progression exercise, I just want to say that if you are trying to build the strength for your push-ups, if you're still working on doing push-ups on your knees, you can do 10 sets of 1 rep, and eventually you're going to be able to do 10 sets of 2 reps, and then you can go down to 8 sets of 3 reps. And we are talking about regular push-ups and no longer on being on the knees. But start with doing push-ups on the knees, and then eventually you will build enough strength to do 1 regular push-ups, and then you can start doing the 10 sets of 1 rep and so on. And a progression exercise could be you keep your feet elevated, so you can have either a bench, or I'm just going to use this window as a progression exercise for the push-ups, just to make it a little harder for those who already can do the push-up but want to take it up a notch, and then you can do it elevated. And the same rules also apply for the progression and regression exercise as for the regular push-up. But yeah, that is it, you guys. I really hope that this was helpful. I'm a little out of breath, so bear with me. But yeah, let me know if you have any more questions about the push-ups, and also what other exercises you want me to explain more about and break down. If you haven't already, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and if you want to watch more videos like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below, and I see you guys in my next video. Bye.